Not many politicians in Nigeria have witnessed the rapid rise that Senator Kashim Shettima Mustafa have had in the murky politics of Borno State and Nigeria in general. The current Vice President, Mr. Kashim Shettima, considers himself a lucky politician after rising to become the governor of his state within 4 years of joining politics. He would then have this to say.
I should be ever grateful to God. I am one of the luckiest members of my generation. I became the governor after spending 4 years in politics, not because of my intellectual acumen, not because of my pedigree, not because of my political sagacity, neither because of my physical prowess, because there are people much bigger and more stronger than me in Borno. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom and mercy, made me the governor of Borno State.
In this edition of Hispu Media, we bring to your view the story of Senator Kashim Shettima Mustafa and his rapid rise in the politics of Nigeria. We will discuss the story of his birth, his education, his working career, his entrance into the politics of Borno State, and the subsequent election and swearing in as Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Welcome to Hispu Media In-Depth History. Kashim Shettima was born on the 2nd of September 1966 in Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State. At the age of just 6 years, Shetima was enrolled at Lamisula Primary School in Maiduguri. He would spend 6 years here from 1972 to 1978. When he graduated in 1978, he began his secondary education at Government Community Secondary School, Biu, in the southern part of Borno State. He spent 2 years here from 1978 to 1980 before he was transferred to Government Science Secondary School, Potiskum, where he completed his secondary education. From here, the young and hard-working Shetima, hungry for knowledge, went on to study agricultural economics for both his first degree and master's degree at the University of Maiduguri and the University of Ibadan, respectively. Well, after finishing his first degree in 1989, Shetima did his compulsory National Youth Service at the Nigerian Agricultural Cooperative Bank in Calabar, the Cross River State capital. When he completed his national service, he returned to Maiduguri and started lecturing at the University of Maiduguri. But in 1993, he resigned his position as lecturer to begin a career in the bank. But before we continue, please take a moment to boop the like button on this video and hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. Thank you. After Mr. Kashim Shettima left his role as a lecturer, he returned to the Commercial Bank of Africa and was posted to Lagos as a head of accounts. In 1997, he joined the African International Bank in Kaduna as deputy manager and rose to the position of bank manager. In 2001, Shetima left the African International Bank and joined Zenith Bank. He went on to spend 6 phenomenal years with Zenith Bank. Due to his hard work and dedication, he rose from the head of the Maiduguri main branch of the bank to a senior manager. His steady rise did not end there. He was also named the Zonal Head Assistant General Manager of the Northeast region before he left in 2007.
And apart from the legendary Adaura Omedi, nobody grew faster than I did in the history of Zenith Bank.
Due to his outstanding performance as a banker, Shetima was appointed commissioner by the then governor of Borno State, Ali Modu Sherif. This was his official entrance into politics. First, Mr. Kashim Shettima was appointed Commissioner for Finance and Economic Development, but he would later serve in 4 other ministries, including the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Agriculture, and the Ministry of Health. Mr. Kashim Shettima has been described by many as an accidental governor. But why so? Well, Kashim Shettima became the governor without setting out to become one. Remember that on about the 28th of January 2011, the governorship candidate of the All Nigerian People's Party, the ANPP for Borno State, Mr. Modu Faname Gobio, was shot dead by gunmen after Jumat prayers in the state. While the attack was generally believed to be masterminded by Boko Haram, politicians and the police believe the attack was politically motivated. Following this unfortunate assassination, Kashim Shettima was brought in as a replacement for the candidate. Well, some of those who believe the attack was politically motivated went as far as accusing Mr. Kashim Shettima of masterminding the killing of the late candidate. But the allegation did not stop him from being elected as governor of the state. Even after his first term as governor, the allegation of having a hand in the death of Mr. Fanami Gubiu continued. He, however, denied any involvement in the murder. What is your take on this? Do you think he may have had a hand in the assassination of the governorship candidate of his party? Let us have your thoughts in the comment section. Despite his effort in rebuilding the state, Mr. Shettima's 8-year reign was not without controversies. Twice, his predecessor Ali Modu Sharif accused Shetima of being the brain behind Boko Haram sets. Despite accepting that the menace began during his time as governor, Mr. Ali Modu Sharif insisted that his successor allowed it to fester, which led to the declaration of a caliphate over some local government areas of the state. Mr. Kashim Shettima, however, denied the accusation and in return accused his predecessor of financing the terror group. He is quoted as saying, "The fact is that Sharif allowed his ego to overcome his action and failed to settle the differences between armed forces and members of the Yusufia movement at the time." The abduction of 276 pupils of government secondary school Chibok in 2014 was the height of the Boko Haram atrocities and almost cost Mr. Shetima his integrity. On several occasions, Mr. Shetima was accused of not reaching out to Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, the then president, to discuss security issues. He was even accused in some quarters of violating security advice to relocate students from those areas to more safer places in the state capital. And when these incidents happened, Governor Kashim Shettima said he did not call former President Goodluck Jonathan to brief him because he knew that security agencies must have briefed the president of the development the day it happened. He also said it was the president who was supposed to reach out to governors in states that were battling insecurity. According to him, quote, "In our own case, Your Excellency, after the Chibok abduction of over 200 schoolgirls in April 2014, it took 19 days for me to receive a call from the presidency." He was addressing General Olusegun Obasanjo, retired, who paid him a visit in Borno State. Analysts have, however, accused the governor of not taking the security of his state serious because he had to wait for the president to call instead of contacting him immediately. Also, the president at the time, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, and his party, the People's Democratic Party, believed that Mr. Kashim Shettima masterminded the abduction to help his new party, the All Progressive Congress, win the 2015 election. In another development concerning his link with Boko Haram, during the lead-up to the 2023 election, a picture of Senator Kashim Shettima appeared on the internet where he was dining with alleged Boko Haram kingpins. This picture generated several reactions on social media. However, an analysis of the photo performed by Daily Trust newspapers using Google reverse image search showed that it has been on the internet since November 2017. Shettima's aides, however, explained that the image was shot when the governor had a meeting with some nomadic Fulani parents in Borno State. Also, sometimes in 2012, the suspected Boko Haram kingpin Kabiru Sokoto was reportedly initially arrested at the Borno State Governor's Lodge in Asokoro, Abuja, alongside a serving military officer. However, Shettima's handlers claimed that Sokoto was planning to kidnap the children of the governor when they were relocated to Abuja following threats of Boko Haram. So what is your thought on this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. At the end of his tenure as governor, Shetima contested and won the election to represent Borno Central Senatorial District in the Senate. On the 28th of July 2022, he was appointed a running mate of the presidential candidate of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Again, Bola Tinubu's choice of Mr. Kashim Shettima surprised many people and changes the political landscape of the country. It was also a repeat of the 1993 Muslim ticket of Mr. Abiola and Babagana Kingibe of the Social Democratic Party. Bola Tinubu would have this to say about his choice of Shetima. My choice of Shetima is born out of the urgent need to address the challenges facing the country, and Shetima possesses strong leadership abilities which he exhibited when he was the governor of Borno State. I wanted a progressive government. That was why I selected Shetima." End of quote. However, those who know him very well are aware that Shetima is a close ally of Mr. Tinubu. In 2017, he named a housing estate after the former Lagos governor for his support to the APC in the state. The pay went on to win the 2023 election after a controversial outing by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Shetima was announced Vice President-elect on the 1st of March 2023 and sworn in on the 29th of May 2023 along with his president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Kashim Shettima is married to Nana Shetima and the union is blessed with 3 children. What do you think about this man? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Click here to watch the insane story of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the current president of Nigeria. Remember to like this video and subscribe to Hispu Media as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.